The new Dreamworks animated film tells the story of notorious criminals who are finally caught. To avoid a prison sentence, the animal outlaws must pull off their most challenging con yet, becoming model citizens. I watched The Bad Guys. Should you? Let's find out. How's it going, movie watchers? Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to talk about the new Dreamworks animated film, The Bad Guys. Question of the video: what is your favorite Dreamworks animated film? Let me know in the comment section down below. When it comes to Dreamworks animation, a lot of their films are good. There are some absolute misses. So you got the highs, you got the lows of this company. They've produced so many animated films over the last 2 decades. The Bad Guys is great. This is one of their best films. I really liked this movie. I have not read the book that it is based on. I have seen it a couple times at my school's library, so I am aware that it is based on a book. It brings forth that animation that's very similar to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Mitchell's versus the Machine, which I'm all there for. I love that style of animation. We center around Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Shark, and Miss Tarantula, who are considered legendary criminals, and they have their eyes on one prize, and they will stop at nothing to get it. But they are caught. In exchange for not being in prison, they have to become model citizens. This film is very witty. I think all of the characters in here are enjoyable in their own ways. We have a pretty great voice cast in here with Sam Rockwell voicing Mr. Wolf. We also have Awkwafina, Anthony Ramos, Zazie Beetz, Craig Robinson, Mark Maron, Lily Singh. Each one of them adds certain characteristics to these animal bad guys. They just enjoy going on heists, and all of them have really great chemistry. They work well as a group. Even when things go wrong, they improvise and they are there to help each other. So the group in here is so likable, so fun to watch. Even if they are trying to steal things, they are cunning in their own ways, but they rely on each other quite heavily throughout the film. Their wits and their charm is able to kind of move them forward with their heists and get them what they want. There is a really solid message in here of, if you are kind of like stuck in your ways and you want to see change for yourself, you're the only person that is able to change yourself, and you have to work towards that. And Mr. Wolf kind of throughout the film is starting to realize that he may want to be a good guy, and so he has to kind of put in the work, but he doesn't really want to tell his friends that he wants to become a good guy, because that's not what they think of him. They think of him as that bad guy, and he's not sure how they would accept that. And so it's got a really great message of accepting one another's as well, but also if you want to change, you have to do it yourself. You have to put the work in, and I think that is a great solid message in here for the kids. There's a lot of great development as well for these characters, especially coming from Mr. Wolf, as he is slowly starting to realize what he actually wants, and he's afraid of what his friends will say about that. There's also a lot of great heist moments. It kind of feels like an animated Ocean's 11 film. They're planning their heist out together, but they're actually doing the heist as they're planning it, similar to like Ocean's 11 and other great heist films. But it adds for a lot of suspense within here, and you're just invested in these characters and their journey as well. So it becomes fun to watch this heist, and even though they're bad guys, they're just really fun characters. I think one of my personal favorites is Awkwafina, who voices Miss Tarantula. This little tiny computer hacker was so fun to watch. Craig Robinson as Mr. Shark, very lovable. And that's just how I feel about all of these characters. They're all just very enjoyable. They're all likable. They're going to be characters that I'm going to think about down the road when it comes to Dreamworks animated films, because there's a lot of great development for them. There's a lot of personality to these characters. They all shine in their own way. I was pleasantly surprised with The Bad Guys. It's a film that has great animation. It's aware of what it wants to be. It has a solid message throughout. It feels very quick and upbeat. There's really not a lot of downtime in here, since there is a lot of growth for these characters, a lot of fun heist moments, a lot of exciting chase scenes as well. It mixes the animals who can talk with humans as well, and they live in a world together, but often they are afraid of the animals since they are the criminals. There are other animals as well, like one who is getting an award for being a model citizen, but there are some fun storylines with that. So overall, The Bad Guys is probably one of the better DreamWorks animated films I have seen in quite some time. It is funny, it's got some great animation, really solid message with some development throughout that I honestly was surprised with, and I loved these characters and how they all kind of worked together. So before I give you my score for The Bad Guys, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you would like to see where The Bad Guys ranks amongst all of the other 2022 releases I have seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and you can see where it ranks. I'm going to go ahead and give The Bad Guys a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for The Bad Guys, a new DreamWorks animated film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy.